Alright, so I'm gonna do ISM video. Let's figure out what the I could do to like make it look cool. Are you ever on social media and you just see an effect and you're just like, damn?
Time to put on the green screen suit. The mask is kind of ass, but they're just a green screen suit.
Alright, I guess for this ISM shot, like I said, I had zero idea of what I'm doing today for a shot, and I'm going to do a performance shot for a short clip. I guess I'm going to go invisible today with this green screen suit. If only I had a big dong to like make it look cool.
And cut.
Hello, motherfucker, it's me, I'm the one.
I'm going to show you guys how to make this invisible effect in Premiere Pro using a green screen suit. Let's go. So the first thing I did is I found my location where I wanted to shoot, and then I got in front of the camera and I did 2 separate shots of me performing my song to the camera. And then the last shot that I needed is a blank shot where I am not in the frame at all and the camera stays in the same exact place where it was when I was in the frame. Now that I have my clips in Premiere Pro, before I do the green screen, I actually am going to want to put lyrics behind the body so their lyrics can actually be seen through the green screen. So I need a rotoscope in After Effects really quick. So I'm going to export this video, which I already did. After I export this, I'm going to open up After Effects. Here is my After Effects video. I'm going to click on here. I'm going to double click the clip. Bring this down. And I'm going to go up to my roto brush right here. As soon as I click my roto brush, you will see there's like now like a little green circle on here. I'm just gonna zoom in on the image really quick, maybe 50, perfect. So I'm just gonna draw a quick little outline around my body first. Doesn't have to be perfect, you will adjust. So I'm on a PC, so you can see that these lines are all over the place. Obviously did not do a good job rotoscoping just from what I did clearly. But I'm gonna take the Alt button. I'm gonna hold down the Alt button and then I am going to take my mouse. It is now red. The circle is now red. So I am going to drag this and trace the outside of my body so the line goes down and hugs my body now. See, that's what that just did. It just brought from all this all the way down. Now you can see. So you can go through all these parts. And if it does something like this, where it thinks that you want to do all of this, all you got to do is let go of the Alt key and you go back to the green, just regular green, and you drag here. Boom. Now we're connected. All right, so let me just do this really quick. All right, and now that I have the entire body like not like 100% precise rotoed out, but you can see clear lines around my body. And look, they even have a little hole right in between the legs right here where there's a gap. Right after that, I'm gonna hit spacebar and let After Effects do his thing. Once I have my clip completely rotoed, I'm going to go up here, top left to composition. It is going to take out the background. All right, so instead of throwing a green screen behind the body, actually right here, because I'm going to key out the green in Premiere Pro, I'm actually going to put a different color that's not green so it doesn't key out everything. I'm probably going to put like maybe a lighter blue behind this just to like have some really good contrast to key out. You'll see why in Premiere Pro. All right, so I'm gonna add just a random blue color right here. I'm gonna drop it into the composition right here. And I will scale this blue all the way up. So now if I hit play, it's going to be me dancing on basically a blue background. Which is perfect for me to key out. So now we can go ahead and export this. Save. Render. All right, we are back in Premiere Pro. And before we upload the footage of rotoscoping that we just did in After Effects, I'm going to add our blank footage to the timeline. So if you filmed a separate blank footage, great. If you didn't, find a spot where it's blank in your video. Boom. Right there, it's blank for me. I am going to click on this. I'm going to go right up to this little camera icon right here, and I'm going to click this. I can rename it whatever I want. Let's just rename it picture. I'm going to hit OK. Now, my picture just ended up in my project files right over here. So I'm going to take the picture. I'm going to drag it on the timeline. And once it's on the timeline, I am going to drag it all the way out to fit the composition. And I'm actually going to take this layer and I'm going to drop it one layer because we're going to put other things right here. So let's have it like this. So I have the blank picture right here. Perfect. I am now going to take my rotoscope footage from After Effects and drop it in here. Import it into your project files. I already did it right here. I'm going to grab this guy and I'm going to drop it on top right here. Make sure it is lined up with this one right here, so it's perfect. We don't need this because we already have the sound in the song right here, so let's just delete the sound right there. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take out this blue right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my top layer. That is the one that has the blue in it. I'm going to click on effects over here on the left, and I'm going to type in Ultra key. I am going to grab my Ultra key, or I can double click it, but I'm going to grab it right here, and I'm going to drag it on this layer right here. I'm going to get my little picker right here, and I'm going to go and click the blue, and now the blue is gone. Perfect. This is the part that makes the invisible effect. So I'm going to click my top layer. I'm going to right click. I'm going to nest it. I can name it whatever I want. I'm just going to leave it as nested sequence 4. Click OK. All right, after I have this nested sequence right here, I'm going to toggle this layer right here off so you won't be able to see it. So I'm going to click toggle track. Now it's just my top layer that's that you're able to see and the picture right here. So for my nested sequence right here, I'm going to go to effects. I'm going to type in Ultra key again. I'm going to drag Ultra key on the top layer. I'm going to grab my color picker and effects controls, and I'm going to click on the green. Boom. Awesome. Now that looks pretty cool already, but I could definitely still see some green throughout the suit right here. Let's see what happens when I... Okay, I mean, it's getting there for sure, but I still see some green, so I can clean this up right here. Let's go to a spot that has green in it. I can work with something like this. So I'm gonna go back into my effects controls, make sure the top layer is selected. I'm gonna go to my Ultra key section right here. I'm gonna drop down the matte generation. And I am going to put up the pedestal to probably about 60. I like 60. That took away a lot of the green right there. And then I'm going to drop down my matte cleanup. I'm going to put the choke up a little bit. And I'm going to put the contrast up a little bit. Now that made the invisible effect way better. I can toggle this on and off. Cool. Now if I let that play, that invisible effect is looking a lot better. I still see some green shadows in there. It's not anything I'm like super worried about, but if if I really wanted it to go away, what I would do is I'm going to click on this top layer. I'm going to right click. I'm going to nest it once again. I am going to drag the Ultra key on it again. And I see a little bit of green right here and maybe like a little bit under my arm. If I really needed to perfect this, I'm going to grab my picker again. I'm going to click that green, and that pretty much took away like majority of it without even me doing any other effects to it. Now let's drag and see this. That looks pretty good. You can see the back of the door of the liquor store. You can see the lottery numbers. That works for me. Now that we have a pretty good invisibility look right here, I would like to make it a little bit more advanced. So I'm going to untoggle this one. And I'm going to do the same thing that I just did with this. I'm going to click on this layer. I'm going to drag the Ultra key effect on here. Grab my picker, get the green, do the exact same thing, mess with these a little bit to your likings. Let's see here, choke and contrast. I still see a little green in the hand right there. So what am I gonna do now? I'm going to click, right click, nest. I'm going to click on this one again. Again, drag the Ultra key effect on. Pedestal up. Oh, I'm sorry. Once I'm in this Ultra key, I'm going to grab the picker again. I'll click on somewhere where it looks green. It looks like it's green here. And again, that took it away. Pedestal up, choke up, and contrast up. Perfect. So that is looking like a really good invisibility effect right now. And if you guys are wondering how to put the lyrics just behind the body, since this one's rotoscoped on top, I can just drag this up and then go to my graphics templates. I can go whatever title I want. I'm gonna click, I'm gonna drag right under. And because this is just the body on top, this layer, as you can see, as I'm going through the timeline, you can see the title and the words right there, which I think it would be cool to put lyrics. So that's totally up to you. If I really, really wanted to take this to another level, I would click this top layer and I would go into my effects panel and I would type in alpha glow. It really depends on what look you're going for, but if you take the alpha glow and you drag it on your top layer, it is now going to give you lines outside of your body, which I really like that look, so I'm going to keep that. You can also change the color of the glow if you wanted to.